station. We stand feeling loving. Honorable FM, your number one radio station. We stand feeling loving. Honorable FM, your number one radio station. We stand feeling loving. Honorable FM, your number one radio station. We stand feeling loving.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the World News reaching you from the studios of Honorable FM. We are located at Niyi Ivikule area, kilometer 3, Iwo Ibado Road, Oshogbo, Osun State. I am Similolu Ashoremi. Do stay with us as we bring you the headlines. UN chief calls for ceasefire in the aftermath of Iran's attack on Israel. 16 including school children killed in Oman flood. Now the news in details, picking the stories from the local scene. The federal government of Nigeria has called for restraint from all sides involved in the fresh conflict in the Middle East. This is contained in a statement released by the spokesperson for Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Francisca Omayuli, in Abuja. According to the statement, the federal government of Nigeria joins other members of the international community to call on Iran and Israel to exercise restraint as diplomatic efforts are going to ease tension and avoid wider conflict in the Middle East. It explained that the federal government of Nigeria joined other members of the international community. The statement added in this critical period, it behoves the two countries to resolve on the universal commitment to peaceful resolution of conflict for the advancement of global peace and security. Meanwhile, the world leaders have also urged restraint after Iran launched unprecedented wave of missile and attack drones against Iraq force Israel overnight at a time in the Gaza war as inflamed Middle East tension. Moving on to Oyo State. The Oyo State government has described Saturday's invasion of the state secretariat in Ibadan, the state capital, by self-acclaimed Yoruba Nation agitators as an act of terrorism. The State Commissioner for Information, Dotun Oyelade, stated this while briefing journalists in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. He condemned the act, adding that there are better ways of agitating other than craving of bloodshed, adding that sponsors of the invasion have landed themselves in trouble. The commissioner said attempting to barge into the hallowed chamber of the legislature and take it over with an arsenal of 7 pump-action submachine guns and over 700 live cartridges is an act of terrorism, he noted. Oyo State remains the most peaceful state in Nigeria, and Saturday's incident will not take away that from popular belief. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has directed preemptive security measures around government structures in Osun State to forestall any copycat occurrence of the alleged takeover by the suspected Yoruba Nation activist. The governor gave the directive in a statement issued by a spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, and obtained by Honorable FM correspondent. Governor Adeleke, while issuing the directive, called for rededication to the ideals of a united Nigeria with ongoing constitutional amendment to ensure a truly federal system in Nigeria. He urged agitators to take and join the crusade for the reform of the federal system to ensure adjustment that gives the state more autonomy and responsibilities. According to the governor, Nigerian problem can only be solved by dialogue within the constitutional framework, citing ongoing constitutional amendments that are restoring more powers to the state. Governor Ademola Adeleke directed the Special Advisor on Security Matters, Mr. Samuel Ojo, to ensure immediate mobilization of joint security teams to secure the state government infrastructure. Now on to the foreign scene. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has condemned the large-scale attack launched on Israel by Iran. Mr. Guterres disclosed this in a statement issued today while reacting to an Iran-launched hundred of drones and missiles from its territory towards Israel, with the most intercepted on Saturday. He urged maximum restraint by all parties and warned that neither the region nor the world could afford another war. According to the release, United Nations Secretary says, I called for an immediate cessation of these hostilities. The UN chief said that he was deeply alarmed about the very real danger of devastating region-wide escalation. For his part, the president of the UN General Assembly, Denis Francis, also expressed deep concern about the unfolding situation in the Middle East. The Sultanate's Council of Ministers says at least 16 people, many of them school children, authorities were killed in the Oman flooding incident following the discovery of the bodies of a child and 3 adults on Monday. The Gulf Sultanate's official news agency initially reported on Sunday that 9 school children and 3 other adults had lost their life after the vehicle got swept away in the Goshen Wadi water. 5 individuals were also reported missing in the flood that struck the northeast of the country. The Oman News Agency earlier today reported that the body of a child and 3 further individuals had also been recovered. Recall that the violent thunderstorm, heavy rain and strong wind beginning on Sunday had battered the country, causing flash floods in several regions in the north and east of Oman. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education shuttered schools in most regions as a precaution against the flooding, which also resulted in the closure of numbers of roads. Dozens left stranded were rescued in operation aided by helicopters from Oman Air Force. Now to the business news. National Bureau of Statistics says Nigerians' headline inflation rate reached about 33.3% in March 2024. This represents a 1.5 percentage point year-on-year increase from 31.7% recorded in February 2024. NBS disclosed this in its Consumer Price Indices report for March 2024 released today. The Bureau explained that food inflation increased year-on-year by 2.09 percentage points to 40.01% in March from 37.92% in February. Meanwhile, manufacturers have lamented the high cost of automotive gas oil AGO, also known as diesel, which is used in generating power for the operation, noting the product gulped about 80% of their profit. Speaking on the plight of manufacturers against the backdrop of rising prices of their products, the Director General of MAN, Segun Ajayi Kadri, said manufacturers should not be blamed for inflicting prices of products, considering their high cost of production. Moving on to the entertainment news. Popular singer and half of P-Square Paul Okoye, known as Rude Boy, has hinted at remarrying. The reason with me Corona dropped the hint while scolding fans for wishing his divorce from his ex-wife to be toxic. He stated that he would not succumb to their wishes, urging them to accept the reality that he is with his new partner, Evie Ifeoma. Still on entertainment news, renowned Nigerian Fuji musician Kolawole Ayinla, known as the General Kollington, denounced rumors of his death. Reacting to the rumor, which went viral Monday, Ayinla said those behind the rumor should be referred to a psychiatric hospital for proper medical attention. The veteran musician, who asserted that he is alive ill and Athi said there was no cause for alarm over his health. With this, we've come to the end of our world news. Our word of Mabu for today. Practice self-compassion and gratitude. Surround yourself with supportive and positive influences. You can follow us on Facebook at Honorable FM, on Instagram at Honorable.fm, and on X at Honorable FM. For news coverage and happenings around, you can call our newsroom number on 090-76650664. The World News was produced and edited by Yusuf Sikiru and brought to you by Similoluwa Shoremi. Thank you for listening to Honorable FM. Enjoy the rest of your evening.